Right now, as you sit there watching this video, someone across America is staring at their phone in total shock. Their checking account drained to zero, not because they went on a shopping spree or paid bills they forgot about, but because sophisticated scammers used one of the evolving debit card fraud tactics that are exploding in 2026. The terrifying reality is that most victims did nothing obviously reckless. They simply answered a phone call, clicked what looked like a legitimate link, or tried to do the honest thing when a mistake happened. That was enough for their hard-earned money to vanish instantly. Unlike credit cards, where you have a grace period and strong dispute protections, debit card transactions pull money straight from your checking account in real time. No float, no buffer, and under Regulation E, recovery can be limited or even denied if the bank views your actions as authorized, even when you were cleverly deceived. According to recent Federal Trade Commission data, fraud losses topped $12.5 billion in 2024 and climbed even higher in 2025, with debit card fraud accounting for nearly 39% of bank losses in some surveys. Card skimming attacks surged 90% in 2025, and experts predict 2026 will see even more sophisticated variants like internal shimmers, ghost tapping via NFC, and AI-powered voice bots. These aren't hypothetical threats, they're happening right now to everyday people at gas pumps, ATMs, online, and over the phone. In this video, I'm breaking down 8 of the most dangerous and sneaky debit card scams actively draining accounts in 2026. For each one, I'll explain exactly how it works, share real-world style examples backed by trends, and give you the precise rule that stops it cold. Stay until the end, because the number one scam doesn't even need technology. It preys on your basic human decency, and it's one of the hardest to spot in the moment. These tactics are evolving fast with AI deepfakes, thinner hardware, and social engineering that feels completely normal. By the end of this, you'll have the knowledge to protect yourself and your family. If any of these have already hit you or someone you know, drop a comment below your story, could save the next person thousands. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss these critical updates. Let's dive in. Starting with one that feels so innocent it catches millions off guard every month, the fake delivery or package scam. You're almost always expecting something these days. Amazon orders, birthday gifts, groceries. Scammers know this perfectly. Your phone buzzes with an urgent text. Your delivery is on hold due to a $9.99 unpaid shipping fee or customs issue. Click here to pay and release it. The link leads to a website that mirrors the real carrier's branding down to the fonts, logos, and tracking numbers, showing a realistic route. You enter your debit card details because it's only a small amount, right? Payment's successful. You go on with your day. But within hours, your full card information is sold on dark web markets or used for massive testing charges across multiple countries. Take the case of a teacher in Ohio who was waiting on school supplies for her kids. She lost over $2,800 in unauthorized charges the next day. Banks sometimes deny initial claims because the credentials were voluntarily provided. The hard rule here: legitimate carriers like USPS, FedEx, or UPS will never demand immediate payment through a random text link for small fees. If there's a real issue, close the text, type the official website, address yourself into your browser, and log in directly. Never click links from unsolicited messages. Enable transaction alerts so any charge pings your phone instantly. That 1-0-second delay can save everything. Next up is the evolved ATM card trap, which has grown far more sophisticated than old jamming tricks. You slide your debit card into the machine, and it gets stuck. The screen freezes. You press cancel repeatedly with growing frustration. A seemingly helpful stranger approaches and says, "This happened to me last week. Try holding cancel and entering your PIN as an override." You do it out of desperation. The card stays stuck. You walk away to call the bank. Moments later, the scammer returns with a thin plastic tool, pulls your card out of a hidden sleeve inserted earlier, and now has both your physical card and PIN. They clean out the account at another machine. In 2025, non-bank ATMs saw 90% of skimming compromises, according to industry reports. Criminals position themselves nearby specifically to watch PIN entry. The defense rule is ironclad. Never, ever enter your PIN at a malfunctioning ATM, no matter what anyone nearby suggests. Walk away, use your bank's app to freeze the card from your phone, and call your bank using a number you look up yourself, not one from a text or the machine. Prefer ATMs inside bank lobbies during business hours. And always set up real-time push notifications for every transaction. Number 3 in the danger list is the ghost subscription, bleed, a silent long-term drain that many people never notice until it's too late. Fraudsters buy stolen card details from massive data breaches and create fake shell merchant accounts with vague names like Global Services LLC, Premium Digital Access, or Web Media. Partners. Instead of one big noticeable charge that triggers alerts, they post tiny recurring amounts, $3.99, $7.49, $9.99 that blend in as forgotten streaming services or apps. You glance at your statement, assume it's something you signed up for, and scroll past. Over months or years, it adds up to hundreds or thousands. One software engineer in Texas discovered after 3 years that he had lost nearly $400 to phantom charges. Because of regulation, EAS's 60-day reporting window for many disputes, older transactions became nearly impossible to recover fully. Experts note this low and slow approach evades automated fraud detection. The monthly habit that protects you. Review your bank statements line by line every single month, not just the big numbers. Use budgeting apps that flag recurring charges and set a recurring calendar reminder. Question anything you don't recognize, no matter how small. Dispute immediately and request your bank investigate under Reg E rules. The government impersonation threat call remains brutally effective in 2026. Your phone rings with caller ID showing IRS, local sheriff, or federal courthouse. An authoritative voice claims there's a warrant for your arrest over unpaid taxes, missed jury duty, or a civil fine. They say a patrol car is already en route unless you pay immediately over the phone with your debit card. Panic sets in. They escalate with threats of workplace embarrassment or legal fees. A nurse in her 50s lost $3,200 this way, providing full card details in fear. Recovery was denied because she authorized the payment. Government agencies never demand instant debit or card payments over unsolicited calls to avoid arrest. This simply isn't how any legitimate collection or legal process works. The rule: hang up immediately. Never provide any payment info. Look up the official agency number yourself and call back to verify. Report the call to the FTC and your state attorney general. Real agencies communicate by official mail first. One of the most high-tech and frightening scams exploding right now is the AI voice bot security code, theft. Your phone rings and caller ID displays your actual bank's number thanks to spoofing. An automated but perfectly natural-sounding voice says suspicious activity was detected on your account and asks you to press a number to verify. It then requests the exact 6-digit code just texted to your phone by your real bank. You enter it, thinking you're securing your account. In reality, the scammer already had your username and password from a breach. They triggered the 2-factor code, Use the voice bot. Criminals insert paper-thin microchip devices deep inside the card slot of ATMs or gas pumps using special tools. These shimmers are invisible from outside the machine, feels completely normal. When you insert your chip card, it reads the data directly from the contacts. Paired with hidden pinhole cameras for your PIN, they clone everything. A night shift worker lost $3,000 overnight from a busy gas station pump. Skimming overall surged dramatically in recent years, with shimmers bypassing traditional detection. Strong protections. Use tap to pay or contactless whenever possible. It skips the slot entirely. Stick to bank lobby ATMs. Cover the keypad when entering PINs. Enable instant transaction alerts and freeze your card proactively if something feels off. Many banks now offer virtual cards for higher security. Ghost tapping or contactless skimming is the newest frontier, targeting tap-to-pay cards and digital wallets. Scammers use portable NFC readers, devices like modified Flipper Zero costing under $200 in crowded places, subways, malls, events, to steal data from your card or phone without you ever tapping intentionally. They brush close or set up fake charity stands that overcharge or clone during rush transactions. Reports of this surged over 150% in some areas. Rule: keep cards in RFID blocking wallets. Don't hold your phone or card near suspicious people in crowds. Review tap transactions closely and disable contactless temporarily if not needed. Use digital wallets with extra authentication layers. Finally, the number one hardest scam, the honest person overpayment trap on peer-to-peer apps or online marketplaces. You sell something online for $300. A buyer sends $3,000 by mistake via Zelle, Venmo, or Cash App linked to your debit account. They panic and beg you to send the extra $2,700 back immediately because they need it for rent. You're a good person, you send it. Days later, the original $3,000 reverses as fraud from a stolen account. Your outgoing transfer was authorized by you, so it's gone. Your account goes negative, possibly blacklisting you for years. Single parents and everyday sellers have lost thousands this way. The unbreakable rule: never send money back yourself for an overpayment. Contact the payment platform directly and let them handle the official reversal. Legitimate mistakes don't require you to move funds from your own account. If they pressure you, it's a scam. Here's the single most critical truth about all these scams. Your dairy reimburse and genuinely entering the oneser and the one. If you provided credentials, entered a code, or approved a transaction, even under manipulation, it can be classified as authorized, leaving you on the hook. That's why awareness beats technology. Review statements religiously. Use tap over insert. Never share codes. Stick to official channels. And trust your gut when something feels rushed or urgent. Enable every alert. Use strong, unique passwords with a manager. And consider credit cards for online purchases where protections are stronger. Scammers are counting on you not knowing these details. Now you do. Like this video if it armed you with real protection. Subscribe for weekly fraud updates. And comment below with your number. Which scam have you encountered or worry about most? Share this with friends and family because the next victim could be someone you love. Stay vigilant out there. Your financial safety depends on it. Thanks for watching.